Sex. Yep, I'm going to talk about sex. It seems like us as a society, we are so addicted to sex in any way, shape, or form, whether it be on TV, movies, the way we dress, um, just the way we think. I think a lot of us have just sexualized sex to a place where it's almost getting to be too much. Like, I have no problem with sex. Sex is amazing. Sex is great. Uh, but I feel like we have set a boundary, a place where sex is held in such high esteem that it's almost to a point where we need to let it go down a little bit. Sex isn't everything, and I think that we get waysided by the fact that, you know, us as a culture have made sex this huge deal. And so now everybody feels like they have to have it. Not everybody, but a lot of people. And the fact is that if we're not actually going after a person for who they are, and we instead make it all about sex, we're never going to get to a place where we're ever really comfortable with anything. We're not going to be comfortable with relationships because all we want is sex. I've come to a place where I get confused over the whole thing. I get confused over relationships in general, and I love sex. Sex is great. It's amazing, but it is not where relationships come from. It's not. It just that's not exactly what keeps relationships going. And if you think that, then I'm sorry, but you're really, really dumb. Sex is amazing. It's just icing on the cake. If a relationship is good, then that means that you understand each other uh, emotionally and physically. It is not just about sex, and I think a lot of us forget that. Forget that sex is just sex. It's great, but you can do it yourself. You can take your hand or your fingers or whatever and do it yourself. Sex is a minimal thing in a relationship. It's great, yes. And when you're in a relationship and everything else is great, then the sex, I think, is going to be amazing. And I'm not saying that you can't be somebody that, uh, just wants to have fun and have sex. I'm just saying when you get into a relationship, don't make sex the main situation in a relationship because the relationship will be bound and doomed to fail. And I've watched this happen and I've heard about this happening. If you make sex the main thing in a relationship, it's gonna fail. Like there is just no other way to put it. It's not gonna last extremely long. Um, a lot of my past relationships were all based on sex. Like that's how it was, and that's how it still is with a lot of people. And I knew a girl that was like, "Ooh, sex ain't good, girl. Then you ain't gonna be in the relationship for very long because you want that sex. You want that sex to be good. That's what keep you coming. That's what keep you coming around, girl. That's what keep you going." But the fact of the matter is, for me at least, I guess because I really do want a real relationship, is that I want somebody that's going to be intellectually stimulating as well as sexually stimulating. But for me, it's more, are you intellectually stimulating? Because if you are intellectually stimulating, then the rest will fall through. But if I can't have a conversation with you, like a stimulating conversation, we can both converse and we can both be with each other and not have to have sex. We can just talk. Like, that's amazing to me. That because that is a rarity these days. It is rare to find somebody who will just going in and meeting somebody, and for a date or something. It's rare for them just want to like sit and talk because it's like in the back of their mind they're thinking sex, 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 sex. And the truth of the matter is that sex can, besides making a relationship good, can also ruin a relationship. That's all I got for you guys today. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.